And this is the message that I want to give you. It's never too late to do the work of God. If you've been running away from Yah's purpose, if you've been going to a job, if you feel as though you're old, but even when you start late, the Most High, Yahusha's words say, I will pay you as if you started from the day that you were supposed to start. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your man, Part of God. And I was reading the Bible last night, and I just wanted to make a video on something that I read because in this period in life, certain things, you can read the same thing in the Bible all the time, but certain things just start popping out in a different way. So last night, I was reading the Bible with my wife. Oh, I was reading the Bible to her. She was sleepy, taking care of the baby. I was a little sleepy too, but I was like, even if I just read a passage in the Bible, it's better than me not doing anything. So this is what I read. It's Matthew chapter 20. And here it goes. It's laborers in the vineyard. I'm reading from the Amplified version. So I'll have it on the screen too. For the kingdom of heaven is like the owner of an estate who went out in the morning at dawn to hire workmen for his vineyard. When he had agreed with the laborers for a denarius for the day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour, 9 a.m., and saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And he said to them, you also go into the vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right, an appropriate wage. And they went. He went about the 6th hour noon, and the 9th hour, 3 p.m. And he did the same thing. And about the 11th hour, 5 p.m., he went out and found others standing around. And he said to them, why have you been standing here idle all day? They answered, because no one hired us. He told them, you go into the vineyard also. When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his manager, call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last to be hired and ending with the first to be hired. Those who had been hired at the 11th hour, 5 p.m., came to him and received the denarius for each, a day's wage. Now, when the first to be hired came, they thought they would get more, but each also received a denarius. When they received it, they protested and grumbled at the owner of the estate, saying, these men who came last worked only for an hour, yet you have made them equal in wages to us who have carried most of the burden and worked in the scorching heat of the day. But the owner of the estate replied to one of them, friend, I am doing you no injustice. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what belongs to you and go. But I choose to give to the last man hired the same I give to you. Am I not lawfully permitted to do what I choose with what is mine? Or is your eye envious because I am generous? So those who are last in this world shall be first in this world to come, and those who are first last. So as I was reading this, my life has been about what does the Most High Yah have for me? What does he want me to do in life? And this has been one of the passions in life. The passions in life has been to go online, to talk to you guys about the word of Yah, God, for my Christian folks, the word of Yah, and to give you guys my music, and to give you guys my personality, and to give you guys my cinematography, to just give you guys my mind. Like, you guys are stepping into the mind of Part of God. So that has been my calling, I felt. And I have had multiple jobs on 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 multiple jobs. So now that I don't have any job, I quit my 9 to 5 and I'm doing this. I thought when I read this, I thought about it because I've always had this feeling that, and this is the message that I want to give you, it's never too late to do the work of God. Because the Bible says that the people who were hired at the 11th hour, the people who were hired at the 11th hour got what the person who was hired in the beginning of the day got. So let's say if you are, and we don't want this to necessarily happen, if you've been running away from Yah's purpose, if you've been going to a job, if you feel as though you're old, let's talk to that, because I'm 27, I'm about to be 28. And for some reason, I've been told, I got the lie that 27, 28, once you start approaching 30, you're just old. And I'm just like, oh, now I have a kid. And, oh, now I have bills and responsibilities. Oh, I can't do what Yah wants me to do, because what Yah wants me to do requires me to take this leap of faith. It requires me to walk by faith and not by sight. And when you have bills, and when you're this age, and when you have people who have stared at you and have seen you go through your cycles of having job, not having job, not having job, not having job, and when you have your parents who are concerned about you, oh, I can't do something like that. But even when you start late, the Most High, Yahusha's words say, I will pay you as if you started from the day that you were supposed to start. There is never too late to start what Yah has given you to do, because you don't know when the end of the day is coming. You don't know. And it doesn't matter about how much work you do. It matters if it was anointed by the person who runs the vineyard. Yah runs the vineyard. The Most High runs the vineyard. So that's one of the interpretations that I got. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on the right path. It doesn't matter what time I started. Yah's going to give me the blessings that I deserve. And he's going to bless you as well. No matter when you start sooner rather than later. Start sooner rather than later. Because this is my encouragement to you. If you have a ministry in your heart, if you have a business, if you have an idea, it could even be something as simple as, you know what, I just want to go cut my hair, like start natural. Like I've been thinking about my hair, maybe I want to, do something different with my hair. It could be something as simple as that. You don't know when the end of the day is going to come. So do it now. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get paid what God told you to get paid. And then I had a second interpretation, right? This is my second interpretation. So my first interpretation is get to Yah's work now. Get doing God's work now. My second interpretation that I got to this, don't be discouraged that you've been in the field for this long. And there's people who has just got into the field and they received their blessing. Don't be discouraged. Because guess what? It's kind of like the story of the prodigal son, right? So there's two people. Which one are you, right? So for the first message, it's the people who are the prodigal son, the one who he did not listen to what his father told him. He decided to take all of his wealth and squander it. And then he came back. And when he came back, the father said, clean him up, kill the calf, give him the robe, give him the ring, throw a party. He's royalty again. The son wanted to just be a servant. He thought he had to build up to it. Father said no. But then there was the other brother who's been working in that field. Kind of like the people who were hired in the beginning. I've been working in that field. And this person messed up. I've been working in that field, Father. And this person just started and was an overnight success. I've been working in that field, Father. And this person can come around and say this messed up message, and like, let's say if it's music, oh, I've been doing music, Father, and this person can come around, talk about shoot this person, shoot that person, and look, the last shall be first, the first shall be last. It didn't say the first shall not enter. It just said the first shall be last. The first shall be last. What is that? Patience. It doesn't say the last. It doesn't say the first won't get the blessing. It's just that the first shall be last. When you're the man, when you're the leader, when you're the man, guess what? Sometimes you have to eat last. When you're the man and you're providing for the home, sometimes you come home last. Sometimes when you own a business and you're taking care of everybody, you're the first, but you get paid last. Because sometimes pioneers and leaders and providers and fathers, you've been working in that field. People who take leaps of faith, you've been working in that field. So don't be upset that, dang, I've been working and I got last. It's okay. Because the last shall be first and the first shall be last. It reminds me in the book of James where it says, humble should be the rich person because your wealth can go away like that. But exalted should be the poor person because all they have is God. It's the balance of life. The book of Ecclesiastes says it's like you shouldn't even worry about that money because all that waging, all that labor that you're doing, just humble yourself. If you're rich, humble yourself. And if you're poor, exalt yourself. So I pray that message blessed you guys. And final words, get to God's work. And if you've been doing God's work, encourage others and don't be discouraged that you were the first one in the field working. And you might get your blessing at a later date than someone who just jumped in, because it's not about that. Because we don't know when the end of the day. It's like the 10 virgins. You don't know. You don't know when the husband about to show up. Stay lit. That's my encouragement for you guys. Stay lit. And if you ain't lit, get your fire. Because he's coming back. I pray that this message blesses you in Yahushua's name. This is Part of God signing off.